Well, continuing from that, the government has, in the wake of the foiled attack, made a major shake-up in the security apparatus. At least 55 officers have been involved in the reshuffle. But big questions still remain about the country's preparedness to deal with an attack and the quality of intelligence that police receive. KTN's Asha Mwilu now takes a look at the unanswered questions that still linger over what could have been a massive terrorist attack.
6-cylinder explosive bombs and 6 hand grenades packed into a car, reportedly intended to be driven into a building, would have easily brought down a 14-story building, and police say they deserve a pat on the back for intercepting it. But the sketchy details of the foiled attack have revived the unanswered questions on Kenya's vulnerability to terrorists. How did these explosives get across our borders and into civilian zones undetected? If they were assembled here, is there a secret bomb factory that police are unaware of? And if one of the suspects was of Somali origin, how did he make his way across the Kenyan border without proper documents?
I want to assure you that we have taken a lot of internal measures, including even review of our procedures and processes and all that.
Just 6 months ago, Nairobi was rudely awoken by a terror attack that has been described by many as Kenya's 9/11. For the newly elected government, security quickly turned into its worst nightmare. Kenya's under-equipped security apparatus was left exposed, and it took the president 6 months to have the light bulb moment.
Nothing we do to transform our country will matter if we do not get security right. In light of the presentations made and the discussions that followed, we resolved together to initiate a significant scaling up of investment in the security sector.
A parliamentary inquiry into the Westgate attack concluded that police ignored prior intelligence reports on an imminent attack. No one was held responsible for the security lapse that led to the killing of at least 67 people. The president promised Kenyans a commission of inquiry into Westgate, one that is yet to take off. Post-Westgate, Kenya was hit with a myriad of clues that the Al-Shabaab warning of an even bigger attack would come to pass. January 16th, a small explosion is reported inside Kenya's main entry port, the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. The Inspector General of Police, David Kimayo, says a light bulb had exploded. But the security agents redeemed themselves by heeding to intelligence reports from the FBI and NIS that Al-Shabaab operatives were planning attacks in Nairobi.
We have the will and the know-how to identify those who are involved, and we're actually dealing with them.
2013, however, ended with a series of smaller attacks that were brushed off by the police. Grenade attacks in Pangani and Ukunda in Mombasa left at least a dozen injured. A raid at the Musa Mosque in Mombasa also left a trail of more unanswered questions. 126 suspects were arrested, said to have been attending an Al-Shabaab indoctrination, a majority released on bail. In an effort to smash Al-Shabaab's network in Kenya, police have recently cracked down hard on suspected terrorists, rounding up hundreds of people, frequently on patchy evidence. On Thursday, 2 Al-Shabaab suspects were jailed after pleading guilty to being in the country illegally. Harun Osama and Mohammed Salim denied charges of being members of the Al-Shabaab, but Senior Principal Magistrate Peter Ndigwa gave them a 1-year jail term each. But the government's measures, like the recent reshuffle of the police service, have been termed as reactionary calculations that are yet to address the real problem, that is insecurity in Kenya. Asha Mwilu, KTN, Nairobi.